All right, so to perform a 90-90 hip lift, you're gonna put your feet or heels on top of a box or on a wall. This is gonna give us hamstring activation, and we can also think about getting our lower back flat to the floor so that we're in a posterior pelvic tilt versus trying to extend with our ribs out and up. We don't wanna have to reach our lower back and compensate through here. We're gonna create the lift from our posterior chain. So our hamstrings are gonna drive into the box. Once we're here, we're gonna get our back flat, get our ribs down so you can exhale your air. Once I'm here, I'm gonna try to think about lifting my pelvis slightly off of the ground. So an inch, a couple centimeters. Once you have that lift, we should have that activation with our heels dragging into the box. Then we can create our hip lift by bringing one of the legs higher as the other knee is gonna drag down on the opposing side. So if I have a foam roller, if my right knee is going high, the foam roller is gonna spin in a counterclockwise rotation. If I drag that down, the left knee going higher and my right knee going down, the roller is going to spin in a clockwise rotation because I'm positioning my pelvis and hips one higher than the other. This will help you determine which way might be harder in your hip shift. So if you tend to shift to one side, you'll notice trying to get into the opposing side is difficult for you because you're so accustomed to that position. So heels down, push into the box, keep your lower back flat to the ground, ribs down. You're gonna lift a few inches off the ground, pelvic shift, practice that mobilization, that mobility back and forth. Once you get to this point, you can also push more into one side heel that is dragged down so we can maintain the pelvic position or that shift, and then try to oppose on the other side and do it on the opposite hip.